Hello and a warm welcome to Ion KZN. I'm Cindy Swamieza. Thank you for joining us. The whole of South Africa is celebrating Heritage Month, but KZN is celebrating Tourism Month. We're coming to you from the Drakensberg Mountain in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal. But before we get into details, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. We attend the launch of the first South African India Film and Television Awards. The annual Durban Business Fair gets underway, and we go on a tourism craze over the Drakensberg Mountains. Bollywood stars graced Durban shores recently at the South African India Film and Television Awards held at the International Convention Centre. Music and dance were the order of the day as fusion of cultures took to the stage. Let's take a look. Music, dance, fashion and drama are just a few words you can use to describe Bollywood. The 6th of September 2013 will go down in history as a day that saw a fusion of cultures come together all in one city. First of its kind, the South African India Film and Television Awards has brought Bollywood's elite to grace Durban shores.
I expect that tonight is going to be a vast tapestry of the celebration of culture that is expressed through Bollywood, through performance, through music and dance, as well as what South Africa has to offer. So when we put all this together, there is going to be a celebration.
This is the first of these awards, and it's a co-production, as it were, between India and ourselves, and I'm very excited by it because there are a number of Indian artists are going to be here, producers and ourselves, so I'm expecting quite an exciting evening.
The red carpet was filled with colour and screams from the eager audiences that were here to see their stars.
Phenomenal audience, phenomenal hearts, the kind of love, the kind of affection, it's evident in the way they speak, in the way they shout when they see Indian celebrities, and we're going to do our all to impress them.
When the company Celebrity Locker thought of this amazing idea of combining India and South Africa's film and television industries to celebrate their unending dedication to keeping the crafts alive, it had no idea how big this night was to be and how much impact it would actually have on the South African film industry.
I think this collaboration is going to be very important. What also, looking at the SAFTAs going forward, is that not only are we going to bring in directors and other movie producers to come and shoot their productions or stories here in KZN, but it will also help in terms of transference of skills. And what is important is that we have to look at young people especially. How do we groom them? How do we, as the Film Commission, create an enabling environment for them to grow?
The interesting aspect for me is, for more than 150 years, Indian people in South Africa have been expressing their culture, their love for music, for drama, for performance. And Indian performers have kind of grown in a separate direction compared to the performances from India itself. So, for example, whereas India might be known for its Bollywood exports, in South Africa, Indian performers don't necessarily do the same thing.
The Film Commission has seen a huge opportunity to use this partnership to grow South Africa's young and aspiring film and television makers.
We are going to look at young filmmakers, maybe have a competition where these young filmmakers will participate and we choose the best. And some of them may get a prize to go to India, to some of the studios there to be able to learn more. And also we would look at an academy, where we bring in some of these experts and some of the people who are going to share their expertise and their passion with these young people, and also for our people to be able to write about their environment, about their own stories. You know, whether you're in Singa, Mbumbulu, or anywhere. You know, that is how we're going to grow this industry.
Certainly, we could start off by saying, what could we learn? Acknowledging that Bollywood is one of the biggest film and TV industries in the world. So just with that alone, as a South African industry, which is a smaller market, would be saying, where can we grow? How can we learn? What are the trends in the industry? And certainly Bollywood would be setting trends, even though there is an identifiable style about their work. South Africans would be looking at this and saying, this is new and this is interesting, and is there something that we can learn? And sure, I suppose it would be up to actors and producers in Bollywood to look at what we have to offer and say, this might be useful and this is interesting for us.
Such events, what sort of revenue do they bring to Durban?
You know, when you want to calculate a value of an event of this magnitude, you quantify it in two ways. One, it is the actual spend into the economy, and also the indirect spend into the economy where people have just got an interest in your particular territory. So in this particular case, we believe that the monies that are going to be spent into the domestic economy are enormous. Enormous in a sense that we brought in people from India. We've got interest from people who are from afar Africa as well as other parts of the world. So we believe that it's not only the capital that we have injected as a department, as a provincial government of KwaZulu-Natal, to stimulate this particular economy, to create jobs, yeah, but also to stimulate investments. We also think that the enthusiasm that we have cultivated for more people to come to the province, it's immense. As you know, internationally, today's tourist is a tomorrow's investor. And we're quite excited and very thrilled that the spotlight is in KwaZulu-Natal. It can never be a better country than India.
Okay, so where do you see the SIFTers going from here?
We see this relationship with them growing, being a big and an intense relationship. It's a long-term relationship. It's a long-term marriage, we hope. We hope that it will be able to achieve four things. Number one, which we have in fact emphasized on them as an imperative for us. One, there must be skills transfer. Filmmaking, television production, they must partner with local people. Two, they must be able to bring in Indian movies to be shot in the province. Yeah. Three, we need to make sure that there are people who are from India who are able to travel, you know, to South Africa. By so doing, it means they can be able to spend in the domestic economy. Yeah. And more importantly, the fourth one is the tourism outfit. Remember, when we do these major events, we do them because we want to say to people, here is a KwaZulu-Natal. It's the second biggest economy in the country. It contributes 17% to the GDP of the country. And I can tell you, our budget as a province is bigger than 9 countries in Africa. The next country that comes closer to us at about 80 billion. Our budget is 89 billion rand, is Kenya. So we are saying to people, this is a big economy. It's a massive economy that is reindustrializing rapidly, that is growing rapidly, and all we can say is that let the spotlight be here. It must not only be about SIFTA, it must also be what other economic proposition and offerings that the province can be able to offer.
Durban Business Fair aims at showcasing high-quality goods and services produced by SMMEs operating within eThekwini region and beyond. Its main mandate is to facilitate communication and business links between small and big businesses. The Durban Business Fair has been running successfully for 15 years. It has grown enormously in terms of size, scope and stature, boasting a total of 500 exhibitors. Small businesses have been benefiting immensely from this annual fair as they get to interact with the captains of the industries.
We want to make sure that we build the economy in the eThekwini municipality. We open space for our small business sector, the SMME development and entrepreneurs, to grab the opportunities that are there on the market for them also to market their product internationally.
It has given a much-needed selling and marketing platform to more than 16,500 businesses over the years and is now the biggest small business fair in South Africa.
The Durban Business Fair has grown over the years because it started from a small scale of like an arts and craft kind of an event, less than 200 people attending that event 14 years ago. And last year alone, we had about 12,000 people who attended the Durban Business Fair. And this year, we expect plus minus 15,000 people who will be coming to participate in this Durban Business Fair. And besides that, the number of exhibitors has also increased dramatically to 500 exhibitors, where the small business sector or the entrepreneurs are also given the opportunity to showcase their businesses at the Durban Exhibition Center. So for them, I think they are getting that opportunity, which was not there before, for them to showcase as well, because they also contribute as well in terms of addressing the three challenges facing our country, which is unemployment, poverty, and inequality.
Around this time, several other conferences emerged, all in aid of enabling dialogue to grow and sustain small businesses, which are seen as the country's economic drivers. One such conference is the SMME conference, which took place for the first time this year. It saw prominent speakers from around the world take to the stage, giving necessary advice to those in attendance.
We thought that this conference is important for us to give the opportunity to the entrepreneurs around the city of eThekwini municipality and in the province of KwaZulu-Natal to share knowledge, to share experiences, and again to network with other big and small business around the globe. Again, for them also to, to explore opportunities that are there for international market, and again to exporting their own product as well to other countries in the globe.
The eThekwini municipality was the main sponsor of the business fair. However, the partnership between business and municipality was also presented with a clear plan to increase job opportunities and create a city that is small business friendly.
One big challenge that we're talking about here at the conference is the challenge facing the small business sector because they don't have an access to finance. This is one big issue that is facing small business sector. But I believe that our government is doing its best to open the opportunities for the small business sector, and hence the banks as well. Like this morning, Absa Bank is here. They were talking to the small business sector to say opportunities are there for the small business to access finance or funding from Absa Bank. And I believe that from other banks as well is the same thing. But information is important because that's why we have this exhibition at the exhibition center, because government departments will be also having stands, and various stakeholders will be also participating, and parastatals, where there's going to be information tables where each and every business will be having an opportunity to access information so that they can grow tomorrow.
Klengiwe is one of the exhibitors at the business fair. She's been running a security company for over 3 years and is grateful for such platforms. It gives her an indication of whether she's on the right track and offers support for entrepreneurs like her.
Business owners, we need a strong, solid business community of people who are in business, who are going to work with government, because now what we have is a government who's got policies about us, but the government that does not understand what exactly is happening out there. So we need a collaboration between a business community and government to see and draft a strategic plan of going forward. Because what we have right now, it's government having these agencies and whatnot, good, but it's not talking to the business community. For us, it's something that is good on paper, but practically it's not happening, and we're not achieving any deliverables from that.
This year's attendance exceeded expectations as over 90,000 people from all over the world showed up in just the first 2 days of the 3-day event. It's a great sign for the economy because small businesses create much needed jobs. We're taking a short break now, but more of Iron KZN when we come back.